Have you ever been lost in translation? Not just confused by a menu, but truly adrift in a sea of sound where nothing makes sense? The chatter in a Tokyo market, the announcement in a Paris metro, the whispered directions in a Marrakech alley? It can be thrilling, but also isolating. Language is the ultimate door to a culture, and for travelers, that door is often locked. We have apps that can speak for us, but they create a clumsy technological barrier. You hold up your phone, it blurts out a phrase, and everyone stares at the device, not at you. The moment becomes about the tech, not the human connection. But what if the technology wasn't a barrier, but an invisible bridge? What if you could understand and be understood, not through a speaker, but through the air itself, as if the world around you was gently whispering the translation directly into your mind? Welcome to Boson Buzz. I'm Monty Molecule, and today we're dissolving the walls of Babel. We're stepping into a world where every conversation is local. Meet your personal linguistic ghost, the Silent Translator. Our journey begins at a bustling outdoor food market in a foreign city. A traveler is surrounded by vibrant chaos, sizzling pans, shouting vendors, the rapid-fire banter of locals. It's a symphony of incomprehensible sounds. The traveler points, gestures, and tries a phrase from a book, leading to a friendly but confused exchange. The connection is strained, the transaction awkward. The richness of the moment is muted by the language gap. The old tools are like using a dictionary in a hurricane. Phrasebooks are static. Speech apps require you to stop, type, and broadcast. Earpieces with live translators exist, but you still have to speak into a phone, creating a two-step delayed conversation. It's transactional, not fluid. The new solution is elegantly simple in goal, but breathtaking in execution. It doesn't just translate words, it translates the space between people. Here's how it creates this illusion. You wear a pair of sleek, almost invisible glasses or a discreet pendant. These are packed with subtle, directional microphones that can pinpoint the source of a sound with incredible accuracy, like high-tech ears that know where a voice is coming from. At the same time, bone conduction speakers, nestled comfortably near your temples, deliver sound directly to your inner ear without blocking the outside world. You hear everything naturally, plus the translation. The magic happens in 3 seamless steps, all in a fraction of a second. First, isolate. The microphones lock onto the voice of the person you're looking at or speaking with. It filters out the market noise, the background music, the other conversations, focusing only on the words meant for you. It's like a sonic spotlight. Second, translate. The isolated audio stream is sent to a powerful miniature AI language model living right in the device. This isn't a simple word-for-word swap. It understands context, idiom, and even tone. It knows that in this market, how much needs a polite local equivalent, not a literal dictionary phrase. It processes the meaning, not just the text. Third, and most wonderfully, project. The translated sentence is delivered through the bone conduction speakers, but here's the key. It is spatially mapped. The translated words sound like they are coming from the exact location of the person who just spoke. If the vendor is on your left, the English translation whispers into your left ear. If a friend speaks from across the table, the translation appears to come from across the table. Your brain is tricked into believing the person is simply speaking your language. The delay is so minuscule that their mouth movements and the translated audio feel almost perfectly synchronized. The effect is nothing short of magical. You look at the vendor, they say a price in rapid Italian. You hear the number in clear English, seemingly from their direction. You naturally reply, "That's perfect, I'll take 2." Your own words are instantly translated into Italian and played softly from your location towards the vendor, via a tiny directional speaker on your device. To them, it sounds like you're speaking fluent, if slightly formal, Italian. The conversation flows, eye contact is maintained, the smile is genuine, the tech has vanished. Let's walk through a more complex scene, a guided tour of a historic temple. The guide is speaking passionately in Mandarin. As you look at them, their explanation of a centuries-old legend flows into your ears in your native language, perfectly timed. You can ask a question just by murmuring it. The guide hears it in Mandarin. The cultural and historical immersion is complete, uninterrupted. But the Silent Translator's abilities go beyond one-on-one conversation. Its directional microphones can be tuned to a wider field. Sit in a Parisian cafe, and you can choose to overhear the general buzz of conversation around you, translated into a soft murmur of familiar language, giving you a sense of the room's atmosphere. Watch a foreign news broadcast on a public screen, and the newscaster's words are translated directly over the original audio, making the world's events immediately accessible. The implications for global connection are profound. For business, it enables truly seamless international meetings where ideas flow without the lag and awkwardness of human interpreters or clunky tech. For healthcare, it allows doctors to communicate with patients with perfect clarity, reading nuance and concern that might be lost otherwise. For education, it lets students anywhere in the world attend lectures or collaborate on projects as if language was never a barrier. It also respects privacy and choice. A simple touch or voice command can turn the translation field on or off. You can choose to experience the foreign language purely or invite the translation in. The device is a facilitator, not an intruder. The Silent Translator does more than convert words. It converts experiences. It turns a confusing trip into an engaging adventure. It transforms strangers into potential friends. It makes the entire planet feel a little more like home because you can understand its stories. The Silent Translator promises a future where every journey is deepened by understanding, where every person you meet can share their world with you directly, and where the only thing lost in translation is the very idea of being lost. If dissolving the borders of language inspires you, please like and subscribe to Boson Buzz. Until next time, have a safe and curious week.